Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about stuff we're going to be doing in lab soon about relating to carts and motion graphs. Basically, it's going to be an introduction to our friends the cart, the ramp, and the motion detector. The motion detector has two settings, a setting for carts and a setting for non-carts. We're going to stick to carts. It's a sonar device, must be powered. So we have a cable. It's a Digisonic cable, which goes conveniently into the Digisonic slot. Now, this in fact does not power anything if we don't plug it into something. So we're going to power it into our other friend. Plug it into our other friend, the LabQuest device. Digisonic cable. We find the little two ports that say Digi1 and Digi2, not Digimon. If you stick a cable in Digimon, it might be really upset with you. I'm going to put it in Dig1. And we're going to say new here. So voila, what we have now, you can hear this thing has started clicking, kind of ominously. And it's reading a distance. As I move the cart, shockingly enough, the distance changes. Which I guess I really should have, like you can see both in the frame. There we go. So first thing we're going to do, I'm going to put the cart all the way at the end. We're going to go down to sensors, 0, and 0 the motion detector, so that we have a nice frame of reference there. And now we're going to try to collect one run of data. To do this, I'm going to hit this play button down here at the bottom. Hopefully this is somewhat vaguely in focus, but bottom left-hand corner is the play button. And I'm going to move the cart. So I hit play. It starts clicking like crazy. I push the cart goes off the ramp. That is, can pinpoint exactly on the graph the point where the car went off the ramp. It would be the giant spike there. You probably don't want to shove the car off the ramp in the future. But for now, it gives us something to look at. Wow, that speed got a little ridiculous there at the end. Yeah, let's try that one more time. If you get weird spiky data or very flat lines, so you see how the velocity is super not in focus based on my screen. Oh, there we go. Maybe it's just my eyes. Super flat. I know the car was moving. I know it should have a velocity. So let's try this again. Get a slightly more gentle push. Not as exciting. Really? That's just rubbish. All right, well, far be it for me to be picky about the quality of my data. I want to move on before my battery dies and tell you about two other important things. This is a USB cable, which is connected to a very handy computer which is running Logger Pro. This is the kind of big brother version of this software. So we're going to plug the USB cable into our LabQuest, head over to the computer, and it's going to say, hey, look at this. Remote data has been detected, They're even going to be properly, grammatically correct with this. We're going to retrieve the data. We're going to import into the current session, and we're going to see now all those graphs that I was just trying to show on that tiny little screen. They are still all sorts of screwed up, but we'll worry about making that work prettier now. The point of this, we can now say, oh, I would like to share this with not FreshPaint. That would actually not be terribly productive. With OneNote, ideally. And I could just take a picture of my graphs, drop it right into OneNote. So this is kind of where we're going to work for a little while in terms of making graphs, sharing graphs, and looking at graphs. So again, our friend the motion detector watches our friend the cart move along our friend the ramp, shares that information with our friend the LabQuest device. When we're happy with what we got, we can plug the LabQuest right into our computer, pull it up in Logger Pro to have kind of an easier time looking at it and playing with it, and then drop it right into our lab notebook in OneNote. See you guys soon in lab.